And as we share our for brothers and sisters of the African continent, you're tuning into caliber, different flavors, top of Black on Fire Radio.
You're now listening to the best music.
Hurry up, I'm about to leave. Been in Babylon way too long, gotta get that break, that pedal and screech. We can go to Zimbabwe, see how the water fall into the Zambezi. Picnic in the safari, then drive to Jacaranda trees. Snorkeling at Seychelles, crystal clear oceans, you can see those reefs. For the water's on your feet, say shallow ones got the cleanest beach. And when we touch down a cry, you got daylight rock, and I get some 2 hours sleep, cause everywhere.
We're gonna take it back a bit with Fuse ODG, who's like a Pan-African, artist. His music is always empowering and talking about Africa. Welcome, family, to Let's Pop with Irritant. Amazing conversation over here. You can download our app on the Google Play Store, stream on www.blackwatchfire Radio Network. Happy New Month, happy October, all the liver babies over here. We are celebrating this month, but amazing conversation coming here. Why the West pushes wars to loot Africa. I'll definitely have Miss Kier for the Travis culture. She was on a summit last week, and will share what she's actually talking about regarding that Africa being the next economic superpower.
Says you wanna go Africa, I said that's 54 countries. And every place different caliber, different flavors, tell me what you need. How far? Hurry up, I'm about to leave. Been in Babylon way too long, gonna get that break, that pedal and screech. Take shots at Zanzibar, chop Mishkaki by the ocean beach. Konyaki with the locals, take time cause it's stronger than a lion teeth. See an old volcano, climb Kilimanjaro, that's the highest peak. See the pharaohs in Egypt, Tutankhamun and Ramesses. And when you see those statues carrying at you, you will see where the original G's turn up our Great Pyramid of Giza. Ancient wonders and dynasties. Says you wanna go Africa, I said that's 54 countries. And every place different caliber, different flavors, tell me what you need. How far? Hurry up, I'm about to.
You're now listening to the best music. 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Picnic in the safari, then drive to Jacaranda trees. Snorkeling at Seychelles, crystal clear oceans, you can see those reefs. For the water's on your feet, say shallow ones got the cleanest beach. And when we touch down a cry, you got daylight rock, and I get some 2 hours sleep, cause everywhere lit like Christmas tree. My area code +233. Says you wanna go Africa, I said that's 54 countries. And every place different caliber, different flavors, tell me what you need. How far? Get ready, let's keep going. Too long, gonna get that break, that pedal and screech. Camel riding from the Sahara to Marrakesh, watch the sunset bleed. Dance with the Maasai in Nairobi, swim with the dolphins in Mozambique. Hit Kampala, no Wahala, chop Ugali and feast. Monday to Monday, the turn up speak. Don't know any difference at the end of the week. Or we could turn up in Lagos, baby, Abuja, where we can get some peace. See things that you won't believe, don't believe everything that you watch and read. Says you wanna go Africa, I said that's 54 countries. And every place different caliber, different flavors, tell me what you need. How far? Hurry up, I'm about to leave. Been in Babylon way too long, gonna get that break, that pedal and screech.
The one and only Fierce ODG, a great artist who's always centered on Pan-African music. Amazing, amazing artist over there. You can look him up. His songs are very inspiring. They love talking about, Africa and the power of Africa and the fact that we've been looted, colonization, decolonization, everything to do with Africa. But welcome, family, to another conversation here with me this beautiful October. Happy new month. I hope you're having a great, great one. My name is Yoton Longurier, and we're always talking about redefining Africa as we redefine ourselves. You can download our app on the Google Play Store, stream on www.blackwatchfire Radio Network for amazing healthy supplement apparel clothing with a Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it, super free. So if you're definitely using the Android device, just click or go to the Google Play Store, type Black Hot Fire Radio Network, and I'm telling you, just have the app. You'll definitely get updated on different shows that are always running here on the Black Hot Fire Radio Network. If you're using the iPhone, stream on www.blackhotfireradionetwork.com. Before we move forward to the conversation of the day, why the West pushes wars to loot us Africans, obviously. Let's listen in to the health and benefit of some of the supplements we do have for you on the website that you're downloading right now.
Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
$3.90. But I want to share this song again. I want to play it because I haven't heard it today. I always start with that song and just like 5 minutes or 2 minutes out of it, and then we're going to go back to the conversation of the day. It has a very, very big message, or a very deep message that we all know about, but now interpreted into art by the one and only Fuse ODG.
I can never be afraid. I came with the energy of Shaka. You go think say I crazy. I came as the child of my father. I give thanks and praise. When I came with the spiritual armor, making anointing spray. First of all, make a pour before man will see. There's a silent war up in DRC. If you poverty porn and the through see, the new Africa was born to fulfill the dream. Can't forget the powers that's instilled in me. I know say this powers have been shown in me. I told you from Man A to BBC that we the Africans who know what the children need. So fall back, we can get you on our road. Black man stand up, we're sitting on the throne. Ruling everywhere, you'll be killing on the globe. And we're building back our home in a different kind of soul. I came with the spirit of something other. I can never be afraid. I came with the energy of Shaka. You go think say I crazy. I came as the child of my father. I give thanks and praise. When I came with the spiritual armor, maybe I learned this way. You never ever know what it feel like. Pretend to be someone else in a real life. You can never be yourself cause it feel like for the sake of the salary you had to put your pride to the side. The cost to have a dream. My CV was written in European. Said I was captured through the Euro lens. Too much baggage being African. We used to pretend to Caribbean. Now I feel it in my soul. Do re mi Burkina Faso. But they would never show or give us the glory. The hunter, the hero, to the lion start tell the story. I came with the spirit of something I can never be afraid. I came with the energy of Shaka. You go think say I crazy. I came as the child of my father. I give thanks and praise. When I came with the spiritual armor, I came with the spirit of something I can never be afraid. I came with the energy of Shaka. You go think say I crazy. I came as the child of my father. I give thanks and praise.
Come on, you can can never be afraid. But the one and only Fuse ODG, you came with the spirit of your father. Come on, that's the energy. You can never be afraid because you've been afraid for too long. But right now, it's about your land. It's about your freedom. It's about you taking back everything that was actually scraped off away from you. So, honey, there's no room to be afraid. I hope you all have actually taken your registered for your voters card, the ones in the 254 Nairobi, Kenya, before October 29th. Go get your voters card. Go register for your voters card if you don't have one because we have the last say. Regardless, they may say they control the votes, but if you know you got the card and you know who you voted for, yeah, we can actually say something, absolutely. But we're gonna delve into the conversation about why the West pushes wars to looters. And Joshua Maponga was in Kenya last month, I believe, or a month or two ago, and was actually talking about this on a podcast. I should definitely get him to the studio. I don't know. We should definitely think about that. And he was talking about why the West.
Maybe all of us were in the
Sorry about that. Why the West pushes wars to looters. I was talking about the UN and why the UN is trying to actually, not even trying, they're actually here already. They're setting up their buildings and their offices in the 254 Nairobi, Kenya, obviously because it's cheaper for them. And that means they're going to be a lot of people are thinking about the advantages, but honey, these people are not here to help you. We have to get that straight. But before we delve into that conversation, we have the one and only Miss Kier Simons Wakesho, who was in a summit a few days ago. And I'm going to share the video where she was talking about why Africa will be the next economic superpower. She's looking amazing in the African outfit and everything like that.
At the VIP lounge, guys, y'all, I feel special. Again, it's an honor to be here and representing the diaspora. As we are very American, we still attached to our African ancestry, but it's an honor to represent what we've created in the U.S. as Black Americans. Good morning. How are you? I'm good. Yes. Welcome. Thank you. As usual. Would you like me to sit here?
Yes, that is fine.
Okay. You give me like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I'll be
That's okay.
back down.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
All right.
Okay.
So, y'all always see your people. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I can eat later. So we made it safe here at the VIP lounge. Guys, y'all, I feel special. Again, it's an honor to be here and representing the diaspora. As we are very American, we still attached to our African ancestry, but it's an honor to represent what we've created in the U.S. as Black Americans. Can't wait for y'all to see.
Kier Simons, the CEO of Traverse Culture Travel, Investment and Relocation Concierge Services. Let's give her a clap as she comes. As Brandy said, girls run the world. So I and myself are the only girls here. Kier Simons is a U.S. Army veteran, entrepreneur. Did you hear U.S. Army veteran? Yeah, so she is a U.S. Army veteran, an entrepreneur, and a global traveler with passion for Afro-tourism and cultural exchange. Raised in Charleston, South Carolina, she served 5 years in the military, including deployment to Iraq and Korea, before working as a civilian contractor in Afghanistan. Another one, please. Thank you. Thank you for the recognition. In Afghanistan, Estonia, Bulgaria, and Iraq. Having traveled to 45 countries and lived in 7, she co-founded Worldviews and later launched Traverse Culture, a travel and cultural exchange company that connects communities through tourism. Her work highlights African and Black contributions globally while advocating for inclusive tourism policies. Does she deserve a clap again? Thank you very much. I'd want us to start on this conversation. The panel discussion will be on people-to-people connection. And I'm curious to hear what you have to say because you are well traveled. You know what you run is Afro-tourism. So what does that look like for you?
Yeah, so for me, it's a personal journey. I started this journey to Kenya 14 years ago, landed at Moi, and I was like, are you kidding me? This place is beautiful. And often, as you grow up in America, I'm at least 14 generations African American. And when we always think of Africa, but never thought that I would have the opportunity to be on the continent to connect to my roots. So I did do my DNA for, I think a lot of people think African Americans are only from West Africa, but I actually came back 27.7% Kenyan and of the Luo tribe.
Can we give a round of applause?
Yeah.
You know that you're Kenyan.
Yeah. So my name is Wakesha Akinyi. Okay, so after coming here and just witnessing the people, for me, people ask me all the time, why Kenya? And I say the people. The people is what make this country beautiful. I hope it always stayed that way. Over the course of the 14 years, I have promoted this country tirelessly in all of my travels. And as you said, now I've been to 46 countries. Nigeria was the last country I went to. And by far, Kenya has been the best because of the people. And so when I started Worldviews, the first company, I wanted to be able to present travel to people who look like me, who feel like they don't have those opportunities. And over the course of the 7.5 years I've been doing this business, we brought over 300 African Americans to Kenya. I had to, thank you. I rebranded with Traverse Culture about 2.5 years ago. And I wanted to stay consistent. I did not want what we started to end because the people-to-people relationship matter. And it's not just about me, but everyone else who's impacted. And so when we started Traverse Culture, which is a travel concierge company, we do specialize in humanitarian work, business development, medical tourism inbound to Kenya, and now relocation services. We started to see this influx of Americans wanting to relocate to Kenya, which is a huge investment because it tackles all sectors in the Kenyan economy. And it also allowed me to scale and start to build my Kenyan team. And I do want to add that we are a woman-led organization as well.
Another round.
I do have one male teammate here with us today, Gas. But essentially, we wanted to be able to impact in a way that is an impactful investment for all parties that are involved. And so thus far, I think this year we have relocated 20 American families to Kenya. And from this month until November, we have about 5 to 6 more families we're relocating. So Kenya is the spot. Kenya is the future. And I am honored to be a part of this historical movement.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Kara. I think that is remarkable to know that people want to settle in Kenya. Most times people want to go outside the country, but there's good things in our country. You being a diaspora who found her roots here back in Kenya, how do you think we can strengthen Afro-tourism to be a bridge between the two countries? And even using the young people.
We're trying to escape white people. What's this white man doing there? That's why we're trying to escape the white people. white man doing there?
Showcasing the contributions of African people globally. And starting with the headquarters being here in Kenya, we're also registered in the US as well, and registered here as Traverse Culture Africa. And so one of the ways that I saw.
What she say? What she say every time? She's registered in Nigeria, Kenya, and America.
Sorry?
What did she just say? She's registered in Nigeria, Kenya, and America. Is that what she just said?
Yes, she said that.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah.
Locally is first registering a local company and employing local Kenyans, and being able to also train them. With my military background and logistics and customer service, human resources. One of the things that we initiated in 2021 was an internship program out of Kibera. We also support Kibera heavily as well, and we had about 12 interns.
Wow.
And the first week or two after they did training with my core team, who's now been with me almost 7 years as well, they were questioning, why Kenya? And when they had the first batch of Americans coming that year, we had about 50 plus Americans, Black Americans come in for a tourism, a group tour to see the country. And they saw the expression on their faces. They saw them crying. They saw them kiss the ground when they reached here. And they then realized the importance of having the opportunity to come to Kenya and connect with the roots, but also connect with the people and strengthen those ties. So another way that we are looking to continue strengthening the ties between ourselves and I like to say our Kenyan cousins, because we have about
All right. That's your internet messing up, right? You're trying to not mine. That's your internet messing up, right?
What happened? No.
Is that my internet messing up or yours?
It's yours because everything is good.
All right, calm down.
I also relocated here permanently as well as making sure that I'm able to build the company and offer services to the diaspora and a channel of trust, relatability, and also having the support of my Kenyan team to be able to offer those investment opportunities in the manufacturing industry, the healthcare industry, education, so on and so forth, but also offering services like medical tourism. That's a huge beneficial value for both parties. And we're starting to see a lot of Americans look to Kenya as Kenya's the second best healthcare in all of Africa. The private sector we're starting to see strong ties, and some of our clients coming for cancer treatment, some of our clients coming here for hysterectomies, and feeling a different type of trust, one, because we have shared DNA. And so some of the diseases that we deal with in the US may be difficult to kind of identify because there may not be enough records or data for some of the issues that we're dealing with in the medical industry. So there's numerous things that we are trying to do to correct the disconnect, and relationship building is another thing. And this year we just initiated what we call the Journey Back to Eden initiative, which we tailored it behind Ghana, the year return, calling all diasporans to Kenya this year. Wonderful. To look to Kenya as the second point of entry for the entire diaspora for investment, relocation, medical tourism, and business development. So that is what Traverse Culture Africa and Traverse Culture is doing to strengthen the ties.
Great. That deserves some clap. Thank you very much.
That's here over there with the conference that she attended. That was like a week ago, I believe. So yes,
Hold
but
on,
also
hold on, Airtime. I got a beef to pick with you.
okay. What did you do? Oh my god!
hey, airtime. I thought
Uh-huh.
about the bike didn't break down airtime, and the brakes need to be replaced. That's normal. That's normal. Work airtime. Any vehicle, you must replace the brakes. They wasn't broke. The brakes need to be replaced. That's what happened. It didn't break airtime. Like any car or motorcycle, you must replace the brakes airtime.
So
It
where is
didn't. It,
where is that coming from?
huh?
Where is that coming from?
What usage airtime? Whenever you usage airtime, you have a car, you have a motorcycle, you got to replace the brakes from usage airtime. That's got to be
That,
proper. That's called proper maintenance airtime. You must
mm,
go. So whenever you have maintenance on a vehicle, whether it be a motorcycle or a car, you must go back and change the brakes at least once every 3 months. So obviously
right.
that the brakes hadn't been changed since we got. So it didn't break down every time. We had to replace the brakes.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's not break down. It's breaking down too much. Should we get rid of it? It's not a breakdown every time. It's maintenance. You gotta do.
I didn't say that. Oh my gosh.
So when we get the cars for the studio every time, you
Mm,
gotta go check the brakes or you're gonna die. The brakes have gotta be changed at a certain amount of time because the brakes wear out every time.
got it.
All right. Okay. I don't want you to be on no turnpike trying to try to go to interview and you try to hit the brakes and you ain't got no brakes. I don't know what's going on with this car. Every time. Did you take the brakes to get service like we told you? I didn't know nothing about that. Well, okay, now you're gonna be in a bad accident. Good luck to you.
No way. No way. We also do have uh, advertisement for the conference that is happening where Dr.
All
Umar is
right.
coming.
Dr. Umar charlatan ass. You got this con man.
Of Traverse Culture. We are here at Two Rivers Mall where we'll be having the historical event Journey Back to Eden, or better known as the JBE. And I wanted you all to be able to see some of the experiences you will have at this beautiful location, which is one of the largest malls in Central and Eastern Africa.
So if you're coming to the JBE, we have partnered with the Holiday Inn, which is a place where you'll find some of the most luxurious rooms here in Nairobi and a fine dining restaurant conveniently located at the Two Rivers Mall.
Journey Back to Eden.
That's that goofy Austin Holloman moron. That's that goofy nigga there. So yeah, so sure hooked up with his goofy ass already. Okay. Go ahead.
Country of Kenya. We will be having a business conference, culture exchange expo, New Year celebration, and a town hall meeting with none other than Dr. Umar right here
Uh-oh.
in Kenya. And we want to see
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
you in December.
Stop.
What? I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just saying be careful, watch your wallets. I love her. I love her. I think her energy is great. I love her. I think she's a good. But Dr. Umar, like I said, if you get Dr. Umar, I won't say nothing. You know, Dr. Umar, sadly enough, is a con man.
Okay, that's what's happening in December. That would be nice if we have him in the studio. We'll see how
Yeah,
that.
yeah. If you get him, but you got that's gonna be hopefully get him in January because you guys gonna be in Rwanda in December.
Yeah.
So you guys gonna be in Rwanda in December. You know, going up to you guys gonna be in the country of 1,000 hills.
That's the knowledge I can say. So
Huh?
he got the knowledge for Pan African stuff. So that's a
Who
pass.
Dr. Umar?
Yeah.
Dr. Umar is a con man, Eriton. He's just not right. He's a good speaker, but he's
That's what
done
I
so
said.
much damage. Yeah, he's a good speaker, but he's just done so much damage to the black community. You know,
Okay.
I can't promote him, but like I said, if you get the interview, good. People say, will you say something? I said, no, if Eriton gets the interview, I can't embarrass her. She got it. I just won't show up. I let her ask her the question she got to ask him. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
karate. The one and only Joshua Mapunga. He was in Kenya a few months ago, and he was talking about why the UN. I think we definitely know why the UN is relocating here, and why the West pushes wars to loot Africa. I want to share this video.
Exactly.
And talk more about it right away.
What in Palestine? What does it say about an independent country and choosing where to align?
Oh, now you're grown up now. You understand?
Yeah, technology is here.
Domestic policies have an international impact. That whatever decisions you're making, even if you claim to be sovereign and independent in your decisions, there's nothing called an independent decision. Your decisions must be monitored by the big brother. And you must play the game. I got scared there.
Exactly. Exactly, Joseph Mapunga. Your things will be monitored by your big brother, by your white daddy.
I wonder if Kenya is not a hibernating ground and supervision of Africa through all this complex web of these international organizations that are actually monitoring Africa from Kenya.
I want to understand also.
Exactly.
Again, is a member of BRICS. Do you think then they would have an opportunity of turning from America? Of course, it's a global leader, so maybe not. But what would the impact of being a member of BRICS do to the tariffs that they're facing?
It's tricky because BRICS started during the Zuma regime. And when Ramaphosa went into power, the motion was already in place. It must be mentioned that BRICS still remains a sore thumb on the American policy, particularly in its relationship with America.
Yeah.
If America had had its chance during Ramaphosa's time, I don't think South Africa would have been part of the BRICS. It's just my assumption. But now that it is there, it has not been given a fully fledged support and participation so that South Africa can become an active member fully to withdraw the benefits of BRICS and make them visible to the community. Right now, it just remains as an idea that is in the air.
No, so there's nothing they're getting at the moment, you think?
They're a member there, but we cannot say we now have a BRICS bank in South Africa where loans are being distributed, where policies are being developed, where land is being repossessed or is being paid for, and BRICS is actively involved in the economic participation. It is still an idea that is somewhere there, but I don't think as a country they've been able yet to Zimbabwe has already applied to join.
Yeah.
But to plug in your USB cables and begin to withdraw the benefits of this concept of BRICS, as it were, I would have to see military exchange between our countries, agricultural exchanges, technological exchange. BRICS must be everywhere. We need a currency of the BRICS. For crying out loud, before even the African currency can come into space. We need passports for BRICS. We need free trade zones for BRICS. So it's one thing to always, as Africans, when we walk into tables with bigger boys, you always wait for the crumbs that fall from the table. I think we need to set up an agenda that if BRICS must work for us, what is it that we want from it? We want a BRICS university. We want a BRICS.
It's amazing because every time we understand that Africa is full of wealth, obviously, but we never have anything to take back. We always follow what we are told. We don't have the last say.
Of course.
Every African leader, whatever they're told, they're gonna follow. They're not gonna object. Cool, but not understanding. I remember when at the time Dr. Hari kind of said this. Why can you not put your foot on the ground and say no? We are the ones who are actually.
Because you know why? You know, Airtime? Because they're scared. They're scared that there's a bullet with their name on it that's gonna go through their head. That's why. Right. So Dr. Eric Connor talking crazy talk because she knows the way the white man gets down. These African, as Joby just showed during the last show with even correct calling all these African leaders cowards. They're cowards and they're puppets. Right. They're all puppets and cowards because they know if they go against their white daddy, Airtime, you might not make it, Airtime. So you got to be fearless. You got to say, I'm going to do what I got to do regardless of what you say, what you tell me. If I'm going to be a sovereign leader, as Jocelyn Mapunga is saying here, if I'm going to be a real sovereign Airtime, I must be able to make the decisions for my country irrespective of what you're talking or telling me to do.
Absolutely.
So, but they're not. Like you said, they haven't done that Airtime. Ever. They've never done it ever, 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 ever. The ones who have done it, Airtime, have ended up with bullets in their heads, or
Linda.
ended up boiling in acid like they did. Who's the guy that dropped that? Patrice Lumumba. They put him in acid, Airtime. They shot him in the head. And they put him in acid and dissolved his whole body. And then they kept one of his tooth as a souvenir. This how barbarous these people are. They shot him, burned his body in acid, then they kept his tooth, Airtime.
Right.
Yeah. So
To figure out why was this guy fearless? Let's do some experiments. Because the rest have not been fearless like this. Maybe, who knows? But that's why we need to be so united. Unity is what we need.
True.
As Africans. Because we don't do that, one person can also say, okay, I'm not gonna go against whatever agenda or whatever you guys are talking about in this board, whatever you say goes. But if we are united family, if you're united as Africans, and that's one thing that I actually learned about, how they can actually divide and conquer, and it's working afterwards. We need the Ubuntu spirit back in full force, and I see that right now in this time and age. But we need it as a strong force each and every time. It should be super normal to us to be united, because honey, Africa is the only home we have. So we cannot let it just be taken away like that again.
Exchange technological platform. We want a BRIC satellite for own propaganda and information sharing. We want a movement of people, exchange of research papers, and movement of Chinese and Russians into our institutions of learning and taking our own stuff also and sending them there. That's interaction to allow this fruit
exactly.
to become consumable.
Exactly. Right.
On terms also.
I've not felt. I've lived in South Africa for more than 30 years, and I've not picked up the scent of BRICS within the economic participation space.
So do you think BRICS itself as an organization, so to say, is going to beat the Western idea of operating on the economic space?
A good idea.
It's not a regular. See, now this would pause. Let me. Now this was Joseph Mapanga does. I said, so you must really educate yourself, Joshua. I wish Airtime get you back. Understand, the same people created the West system are the same people created the BRIC system. It's not a break. They know they've already bled America dry and they're destroying America. So all they're doing is moving this system from one big country that they created, America, to the next big country they created, China. BRICS is not separate. You think it is, but it's not. Like I told you, BRICS was started in America with the same people that run this world. So don't think BRICS is a different system. It's just them getting rid of their old system and implementing their new system, because it's the same people. Okay, that's the sad fact. Right. You think you're getting away from the West. You're not. You're not getting away from the West, because the West, what you call the West, I don't like to call it the West, the cats with the hats, they invented BRICS. That's it. Put us up real quick. Keep that on. Go right here. Say, go to Google, because they're not gonna lie about this at least. Say BRICS was created by Goldman Sachs. Say BRICS was created by Goldman Sachs. That's GOLDMAN, and Sachs is SACH.
I got it.
Sachs.
It's because they're saying no. Goldman Sachs did not create BRICS.
Now they said no. Now they would tell you, okay, what's it saying? Let's see. See now, now these people are just the lies.
But the fact that it's typed in BRICS created by, it's just brought Goldman Sachs.
They say what now?
Before it came with the review, The fact that I was looking for was BRICS created by Goldman Sachs. It was already there.
See, it already popped up. So they already know people know Goldman Sachs. So it's already telling you no, but we know it's yes. See,
Yeah.
so now they've already, because they used to tell you yes. Now they've already changed. This is how crazy. Google, people know that Goldman Sachs created BRICS because you never used to lie about it. Now you completely change the algorithm and say, no, they didn't create it. What is it saying, Airtime? Who does it say created BRICS then?
The
They were,
term
go ahead.
the term was coined by Goldman Sachs
Yeah,
economist Jim O'Neill in 2001 to describe the dynamic economic growth of Brazil, Russia, India, and China. But the BRICS,
exactly. So now they tell you the names of the countries, Airtime, but they want to tell you, and we know those are the names of the countries named after those countries. They tell you they did it, then they say, no, we didn't do it. Because they know you're looking it up. You know, two people know the scam, Airtime. They tell you Brazil, Russia, and China, and India. They already told you. How they know those going to be the countries, Airtime, if they weren't the ones who made it up? They just guessed it out of nothing, out of thin air, Airtime. They just
yeah,
guessed it 24 years ago out of thin air. We're gonna make BRICS, and then we're gonna name the exact same countries, Airtime. China, Russia, India, Brazil. Oh, and South Africa. Hey, isn't that funny? Those are the countries of BRICS, Airtime.
yeah.
Those guys must be some kind of witches. They can see the future since they didn't have to do it.
So this is what they say. Who
Right.
came up with the idea of BRICS? Jim O'Neill. The idea of the BRICS was formulated by chief economists at Goldman Sachs.
And there you go. They tell you they did, and then they tell you they did. See? So the Goldman Sachs, Airtime, is a major cat with the hat organization. They
Mm,
created BRICS, they funded it, and they still control it. But they got you believing so they control all. Oh, it's a fight against the West, and Goldman Sachs is in the West, part of Wall Street, but it's just a cat with the hats organization. You know, can't say their real names, so we just say cats with the hats, right? So these same people that created China
mm,
when China was impoverished. These are the same people that put the money into China and gave them manufacturing. So of course they created BRICS too. So as they implode the United States, because the United States is no more value to them, as they imploded, they moved their new economic system to China. Their latest imperial creation. First they had France, then Britain. When they imploded Britain, they moved it to America. Now they're going to implode America and move it to China. Same people. When Britain was an empire, the same people controlled Britain. Then they collapsed Britain. They moved British system over to America, made it a power. They stripped the bones of America. Now they're going to implode it. And the new system's going to be in China.
China.
Okay? So you're not getting away from the same people that run the American system, like they're fighting. He's like, oh, we're fighting against the West every time. We're fighting against the West. Yeah! It's a lie. Because the same people create the evil West system, but the same people create the evil BRICS system. And to make sure Africa stays impoverished and in control.
Right.
But the Africans are believing, oh, we're getting away. Every time we're getting away from the evil West by joining BRICS every time. And they're like, you got you. You got back in the mousetrap again. You're back in the mousetrap every time. Gotcha. I mean, now, let me do your favorite genius, Kanye West. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. That's what your favorite genius says. Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha, Joseph Mapanga. Gotcha, Joseph Mapanga. Gotcha.
I'm saying violently, when I'm saying using the word violent, I'm saying being intentional.
Yeah.
But again, it will push me back 2 steps back to say, when you set up the BRICS organization, how many legs does it have? How many hands does it have? How many eyes? Can it see? can BRICS hear the demands and the requests of the people on the ground? Is BRICS willing to move away from the boardrooms and start walking to the dirty waters that people are drinking, the infrastructures that are dilapidated, the financial loans that people are in demand of, the industries that want to develop? Still okay in BRICS that China is part of us, but you're still...
You answered already. No.
No, exactly. That's what you're trying to. So is China gonna let us develop? No, because BRICS is another scam.
Absolutely.
That's why you ain't heard. That's why you see even. That's why you didn't see even Torre join no BRICS. Yeah, you gonna join BRICS? Even Torre you're like no, nah.
No.
Go ahead, go there. That's right, nah. So at least Joseph Pong can ask the questions at least here time. Hey, is BRICS gonna allow us to have our clean water? Is BRICS gonna allow us? I'm not gonna tell the answer. No. Go ahead.
What do you lose by moving your factory into your BRICS friend like South Africa and then move the lithium from Zimbabwe and produce from here? So is it a cosmetic conversation around the financial support system, or this system will actually become an active participant in terms of transforming the economies, particularly of the third world countries, and industrialization of Africa, more than just becoming a member state of a global giant that is growing? And the financial systems of the West are well trained and experienced. BRICS is a young boy on the block, and I bet you she's less than 5 years old, and like any infant, she's still learning how to breastfeed. She's still trying to define her own name.
Sadly enough, he believes BRICS is a real organization. Sorry, Joseph, it's not a real organization. It's not the little kid growing. It's already full grown. It's full grown from the cats with that. It's not a real organization like a little kid just started 5 years ago, just learning how to walk. No, it's not. It's fully grown right now. Okay, it's fully grown right now. It can take Airtime on a date right now. It's fully grown.
I don't want to do.
I'm just saying, it's not a child.
With big economies on board.
When I'm talking about choking, I'm saying, do we have the consolidation and coordination amongst itself so that it can begin to become active, to say, okay, in India, this is what they need. In Russia, this is what they need. In South Africa, Brazil, and the rest of Africa, so that the program does not just become homogeneous. Our needs in the South and the needs in the Great North and the Bear in the Iceland, Russia does not need what South Africa needs. And maybe India does not need what Brazil needs. The question is, when we come to the table as BRICS and say, I want this from you, you can take this from me, and maybe cut off the whole issue of money. Butter must come into space, because the national anthem is there. The money has been designed, it's there. We lack the political power to implement these decisions. This is the bureaucracy that I'm talking about.
Exactly. So it's about power. Exactly, Justin. Africans got to understand power. You can't be smiling at everybody's face and be everybody's friend. Every time you get mad, when I said you got to have power, and power is being unapologetically African. And I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Period. And if you're gonna try to murder me, I'm gonna murder you. The power. So you got that right. You got to get power, Jack.
Absolutely.
Can't be everybody's buddy. Sorry, power don't work like that. Go there.
Talk about Kenyan politics. You need to move your agenda beyond the borders of Kenya. Unfortunately, I was listening to you the other day. It feels bad that you are also now getting caught up in the South African mischief, the Luos and use
South African mischief. South African mischief.
Back to the tribal nonsense.
Yep, the tribal nonsense. You're right. You're right. You can't get caught with that tribal shit.
I agree.
And the Kenyatta were fighting for years before you were even born. It has now resurfaced even amongst the young people. I thought you were Gen Zs, you were progressive. You started together, same universities, sharing notes. But all of a sudden, when old goats with their old theories of tribal
Kenyatta never fought. Kenyatta was tribal division, dude. Joseph, you guys got to start getting your history right. Kenyatta was tribal. He was divisive. He wasn't a leader. He was a puppet put in there by the British. And he was very tribal.
you is resurrected amongst yourselves. Wake up, Kenya.
We are getting away.
Wake up, Kenya. I'm not amongst you, but I'm with you.
Thank you very much. So, do you think
Regroup.
She cut him off quick. She said, "Kenya, get yourself together." Thank you very much. Okay, that's enough of that.
becoming a threat to African leaders?
He's not a threat.
Most African
He
leaders.
has become a model. And let me say this. Let me just sit up straight.
Yes, please.
Any African president who's coming into power in the next 3 to 4 to 5 years,
Okay.
I'm here with all our social media footprint and influence.
Yeah.
You tell me the one you want to become president, we will give them the agenda of the items we want them to attend to. We will not be recycling these old bags and old sacks of political thugs who go to parliament to sleep and fart in parliament. No, no, no. We need a new breed of thinkers who are only not looking for food. You cannot see beyond their nose. We have an agenda for Africa that we need for all of us. Therefore, we need to start looking at Shori as a model through which any African leader who is coming into power.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Biya and Cameroon. Honestly,
I was going to come to
93 years.
How do you feel sorry for that old man who's been stealing Cameroon's wealth for 45 years? What do you mean you feel sorry? Sound crazy.
No, he didn't finish the statement. God.
Oh, calm down, Irritant. I'm going to speak. Go ahead.
When you see this old leader still stuck on that seat and still wanting to be president, what is the problem?
They don't want
Exactly.
What do they want?
They're funders.
And
Want them in power. They're protected.
Mm,
by
Exactly.
those
By the European masters. Exactly.
absolutely.
at 93,
Cameroon is being run by France. The president is sick.
Exactly. Been run by France. Exactly. Exactly. And shame on this damn reporter that doesn't know anything. You shouldn't be reporting. I'm just be honest. You reporters shouldn't be reporting on nothing. You know what you're talking about. Okay? Because you should know France is running these countries. France is running Burkina Faso, Mali, all of them into the ground while they were stealing their money. Okay? Stealing the country. They know we some 90. Paul Beers never had any power. These African leaders like don't have any power. They're told what to do, and if they don't do it, it's time to get bubble gummed. Bubble gum means you know what, Irritant.
I know.
Go ahead.
Okay.
The French embassy in Cameroon is running Cameroon.
Yeah.
Shocked.
not really.
But that's the reality. The whole media of Biya is being run from France, from Paris. What do you expect?
Yep.
So as much as you talk about African leaders want to hold power, hold on, but come on, just open up your eyes a little bit.
Exactly. Let's stop being stupid.
3.
The whole
There
thing.
were even demos last week, actually.
Who has an interest in his power? Is it the local people or the foreign multinational companies who have an agreement with him to do trades for so many years?
Yeah.
Some of them got 30 years, some of them 99 years to do business with this guy. What makes you think that they'll be willing to watch and wait for you
Absolutely.
as a small little young opposition leader to come into power to overturn the treaties that they've signed? Are you not aware that in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, the French are looking around looking for coups to push these guys out? Why? They want to renew the old contracts. This is business.
They want to get their money. Exactly.
If you talk about the politics, they're talking about money and business. Treaties.
Exactly.
And whoever is in power must protect these trade agreements.
So is France fighting its way since they've been sent away from Mali, Niger, and
They didn't go,
Burkina
they just
Faso?
went next door. They just
Also,
went next
they're
door.
now playing in
They
the
went
neighborhood.
to Cote d'Ivoire. Some of them are hiding in Guinea-Bissau. Some of them are hiding there. Again, regrouping and stupid neighboring presidents instead of seeing the light that is flicking a path in which you must walk. You still go to bed with the enemy. And anytime you see African leaders doing those funny little smiles, shaking the hands of the white man, you must get worried.
Absolutely. Macron is coming to Kenya.
Because
He's coming to Kenya every time. He's already there.
he's in parliament and actually approve for him to go and do that, or he's doing that at his own will. Some of those treaties that are being signed there, the parliament is not even aware of what's happening there. Did you pass the action for your Kenyan soldiers to go to Haiti?
No.
Do
Of
you
course
remember?
not.
He has
Exactly. Exactly. The white man did that.
I think my parliamentarians were surprised that they were going.
Yeah, there you go. So was he acting out of the instruction of the government, or he was acting from his own heart?
Come on.
And that's democracy for you. You elect one person to make decisions on your behalf. And whether those decisions are constructive or destructive, only the international community can say it is in our interest.
Do you think the West Africa, because that's where Macron is stuck, will manage to get his the ECOWAS bloc will manage to cut off Emmanuel Macron totally?
It's not a small snake to kill, because it looks like it was multi heads. And every time you knock off one head, it comes out through the other head. But the first that I
It's
think
not
will
just
actually
ECOWAS either.
behind you. And your greatest enemies are those that were actually benefiting from the old regime, who are still
Absolutely.
inside, who become the weakest link in the new system that is coming into power, because they had
And
benefited.
the UN is already here, guys. I want to play that video. He's talking about the UN.
Colonialist mind that put violence in our minds, that creates our political misunderstanding amongst each other.
Makes a lot of sense. And I think that Berlin conference, somehow we have to fight what it created today. You've talked about Kagame and Museveni being the people who can bring unity between.
What? No.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? These two criminal puppet bastards put in by the Europeans, still everybody knows that. Joseph Mapanga just goes off the rails with crazy talk.
Here, let's hear.
Go ahead.
Felix Tshisekedi, yes. So, looking at it, what I find very interesting and intriguing at the same time is that President Trump is the one who has managed to put these men together and they have agreed to end the war. Why is
There's no agreement.
No. Why is it? As far as we know, the last one was that they have agreed with Trump to end
No,
it. Why?
Trump has just moved in military equipment into the hands of Tshisekedi to push out all other foreign miners in the country, and he can mine himself for the benefit of America. And Tshisekedi must agree with that arrangement. So it pushes out Museveni, pushes out Kagame, and wipes out M13 and give America another dominance over the Congolese economy in simple terms. So don't talk about agreements.
So it's basically a push.
He is a capacitated Tshisekedi military-wise to push away those that have been mining in the periphery of the Congolese government. That's all.
So basically,
It's almost like dogs are eating, and the bigger dog comes. The boom.
Yeah.
Though there's a small
He's actually explained it.
dog must disappear into thin air, and the big dog must eat with satisfaction. When has America donated anything to anybody? Strike a deal with who? When you look in the face of Trump, does he look like a peaceful man? Does he look like
he's trying to bring peace in the
He telling the truth. He telling the truth, Airtime. Stop being stupid. Is he like a peaceful man? No. He's a moronic moron.
He's a looter?
Exactly, looting.
Waffle.
And what the white people have done, looted shit. Stolen shit.
But at the echelon, the mastermind and the driver of the train of capitalism in the West and the rest of the world. His business is the bottom dollar. And in his own words, without mixing terms, my business of coming back into power is to make America great again, not to make Congo great.
Come on.
So when a man who wants to make America great again, and he comes to your country, is he coming for you or is he coming for himself?
Right.
interesting.
So you always hear about US interests. So ask Tshisekedi, what are your interests? America is clear. They have their interests. So this is the poor part of African leadership, where other people have an agenda for you. The rest of the world has an agenda for you. But you don't have an agenda.
Don't have an agenda. Don't have an agenda.
They have an agenda, Airtime. It's to be a bootlick.
Oh my gosh. What's the agenda for the next 5 years?
Be a bootlick.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
And that's what we need to be united, guys. We cannot have the same old leaders. It's too much. It's just too much. I can't take it. I've not been taking it. It's just no. No, no, no.
Senate is considering that since
As we are winding up,
our president went to China and in one of the meetings saying that we are co-creators of the new world order. That didn't sit well with the US perhaps, because people are saying that could be the reason why then our relationship is being reviewed. Well, what is your take on that?
It's a carrot and a donkey, where it's a Zelensky complex, where you dangle this NATO member thing in front of you while they're busy whipping you on the back.
first of all, we have to come to that conclusion that we don't actually need these other nations to do agreements with. They need us more than we need them. And definitely the leaders we have, they know that. They do
That's
know
true. That's true, Iraton. But okay, what you're saying is 100% true. But your behavior is not that amongst African people. You worship other people, Iraton. Until you get over your worship and love of your enemy will always take advantage of you. So what you're saying is true, Iraton, but
leaders that
but
we
you're
have, politicians that we have.
well, you can't just say the politicians because the people don't know anything. If you got an ignorant population, your leaders can do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we have leaders who will definitely be more pan-African, who will
Nah,
definitely
they're not gonna do that. Iraton, okay, Iraton, okay. Check it
say
out.
if we have that will definitely be a different scenario because they will be definitely be educating the people, but we do not have such kind of leaders, unfortunately.
Yeah. Look, Iraton, I'm a poor kid from the village, Iraton.
Okay.
I get elected to parliament, right?
Uh-huh.
My morale is messed up, so I come to parliament with, let's say, 50,000 Kenyan shillings. Okay, that's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
And in 3 years or 4 years, I done become a millionaire. Now, don't ask me how I got the money. Somehow now I'm a millionaire. I ain't built no business. I ain't built no businesses every time. But somehow magically, I'm now a millionaire. Every time. So you're asking me to be a Pan African and be broke, or be controlled by the white man and be rich. So which one am I going to take? Am I going to be a Pan African, say do the right thing for the people? Yay! Or I'm going to say fuck that. I came in with 50,000 Kenyan shillings. Now I'm a millionaire, and I ain't did a damn thing. So most likely you're going. I know most likely you're going to stay in the system that's created you into a millionaire every time. You're not going to want to rock the boat and change the system. Because the system you're talking about being a Pan African, remember, I'm a moron. I don't know how to build shit. I'm not gonna want no Pan Africanist. I ain't got no more money. How does that benefit me? So that's what you gotta fight every time. You're gonna have to. Let me say this. There's have to be a lot of bubble gum. Okay, me and Joey use that term. Bubble gum means a certain thing. As Joey, what that means. You're gonna have to be putting a lot of bubble gum every time. Of people. You have to give people a lot of bubble gum every time. A lot. Okay? But, even if they don't like bubble gum, you're gonna have to give it to them. Here.
Right.
What's this? This bubble gum, nigga. It's bubble gum.
Right.
I don't want bubble gum. Well, I'm giving it to you anyway. You get it? You get it? So
right.
That was because the Europeans set up a system every time that's so corrupt that makes sure that they don't lose power and control of African countries, because understand, their very survival is dependent on African resources. See, that's what you see now. That as you learn more, Europe has always been poor, Iraton, always in poverty. So am I going to be willing, Iraton, to go back to poverty just because you want to be free? Because Iraton,
we will be. Now it's at
Oh,
our gender
I'm,
as a
I'm
generation.
just, I'm just, I'm just asking the question every time. I'm just asking the question. Am I supposed to go back to poverty because Airtime wants her shit back? Am I
Now,
supposed to go peaceful?
I don't care about y'all if you think you want to go back to poverty.
I'm
We
just
need
asking you. Am I supposed to go back willingly Airtime into poverty just
no,
because you back? Am I
you think
supposed to peacefully?
you've been caring too much about what you all think, want. We don't care anymore. We're thinking about what we want right
I
now.
know what you want. So I know, but what you want is against what I need.
So let's fight. Let's
And
fight.
that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going back into poverty. I'm not going to willingly go back into poverty every time. I'm like, yeah, we've been
So
robbing and stealing from the. I'm
we're not
I'm not going.
stagnated in
But
poverty. Also, we're
well,
tired.
yeah. Well, hey,
We're tired. We're
I'm not going to say. You know what?
our
I know
land.
what we did wrong. I know we stole from the Africans. We put them in poverty. I know we did that, but I'm not willing to go back to poverty. So
And
fuck
we don't
these
care
niggas.
about that. What we care about is taking back our land and scraping off everything that doesn't have to do with us. That's what's happening.
Well,
The
well, good
new
luck. Well, good
motto.
luck with that.
We don't need good luck. We're good. I'm gonna share this video right away, right now. Before we move forward and wind up amazing show over here, Joshua Maponger, hoping he's gonna come again very soon.
Mhm.
Thought that we may drive out the colonizer, and the colonizer is coming back again. How can it be? How can it be? 50 years ago, we regained our independence, and our young men and women are now
No, you
fighting
didn't.
to go to the land of the colonizers. How can it be?
Exactly.
How
Because you
can
never
it
got
be that
independent.
28 years ago you slew the giant that was apartheid, but there is still apartheid of an economic kind? How can it be?
In South Africa.
I hear cries across the continent of Africa. I hear cries from Dakar in Senegal. They are asking, how can it be that we cannot feed ourselves? They are asking in Dakar. They are asking in the Gambia, how can it be? The same question is asked in Sierra Leone, in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Benin, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, in Sudan, in South Sudan, in Somalia, in Mozambique, in Botswana, in Lesotho, in Eswatini, in South Africa. They are asking, how can it be? How can it be that every other civilization comes to our continent and takes away that which they desire and
Yep.
leave us in
Exactly.
deprivation? They ask. How
Is that
can the
pause it,
world
pause it,
order
airtime?
be?
Because wait, exactly, pause it. But airtime I just said, they come and steal and leave you in deprivation. But airtime just told me we're not going to allow it. They're asking, because exactly right, Pilo Lamont, because they never gave you independence. They don't plan to ever leave without a fight, because Africa's wealthy, and he's like you said, they've been coming and stealing and leaving African people in poverty and deprivation. That's the reality.
Yeah.
We're going here.
Of such a nature that the French can come here and do what they will and go away without
Yeah, they love.
consequence.
Yeah,
How can the
yeah,
British
exactly.
come
You have such a
here?
pause it. Exactly. You have such a nature. God, it's like Airtime knew cued this video for me, but I just said, just explain your nature. Your nature is loving and kind. And you have enemies, African people. You have real enemies. That's why you're poor. You want to be loving and kind. He said, what kind of nature? Your nature of loving and kind to people that beat and rob and steal and kill from you. That nature you got. And you must let that nature die. Go ahead. Go ahead, Airtime.
Absolutely.
Do what they will and leave without consequence. How is it that the Americans can come here and do what they will and leave without consequence? How can the Turks come here? How can the Arabs come here? Do what they will and leave without consequence? Are they asking why? How can the Chinese come here? And they do what they will and leave without consequence.
Because they know
How
you're
is
weak.
it that the world order is arranged that when we of the African continent appear in world bodies, whether it's the WHO, we have no vaccines when we are sick. When we appear at the United Nations, we can vote all we want, but a single European country can veto all our votes and neutralize us.
Yeah.
Giving meaning to the unfortunate situation that we are indeed less human beings. How can it be that when they meet as G7 and decide for us, we are not there unless we are invited for a photo opportunity? When they meet as G20, we are not there unless we are invited for a
photo opportunity.
How can it be? Where are our leaders, we ask? We fought that we may drive out.
Where are our leaders? Where are our leaders? That's a good question.
You know where they at, Airtime? They got their mouth open and got white daddy's penis up in there.
We're actually winding up with that conversation, and the topic was why the West pushes wars to looters. And I'm excited because we have a generation that asks questions and they're woke. That's a positive thing to look at too. So, family, thank you for joining us this beautiful afternoon with me and the one and only Mr. Newsom. You can download our app on the Google Play Store, stream on www.blackwoodfireradionetwork.com for amazing healthy supplement, upper clothing, with the Blackwood Fire Radio logo. Sending you so much love and light. Have a good one, Mr. Newsom.
I want to say, family, with that's one thing Pio Lamama got right. Everybody's coming to Africa to rob and steal and kill. And sadly enough, somehow Africans have been brainwashed to worship your enemies. You must decolonize your mind. You must. These people have willfully put us in poverty. They're not your friends. No matter if you got your goofy Allah religion, that Islam nonsense, or that goofy Christian religion. They're both lies. And they're both colonizing tools. You must break free of both those goofy religions.
Yeah.
Because they've come to rob, pillage, and steal, and kill. And it hasn't stopped, okay? Hasn't stopped. But that's what I got to say.
Thank you so much. And thank you, General Mosquito, for joining us. I hope you're having a good one.
You're now listening to the best music. For 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
It's a silent war up in DRC. If you're poverty born in the through see, the new Africa was born to fulfill the dream. Confident in the powers that's instilled in me.